Well, hello my lovelies, how are we today? Right, so I have a little video today with hand penned petals and the matching dies. I did a little bit of paper piecing, but I just wanted to use some DSP. So I am on the card I originally made, I used pansy petals. Is it pansy? Hold on. Yeah, pansy petals. And on this one I'm going to use the hand penned papers. So all I've done is taken out the large die that cuts out the bigger print, and I've cut two colours, one I want for flowers and one I want for the leaves, and all I'm going to do is stamp over the top of this. Just bring in my mat. Oh, I caused an avalanche, if you wondered what that noise was. Just move these things out of the way. So I'm just going to grab a big enough block and I'm going to stamp it in Evening Evergreen. So make sure you're getting an even coverage on your stamp, and I'm going to do my best to line it up but also not get my head in your way. So here goes. That's one, and then I'm going to just do the other one as well. Now, to be fair, you could use both pieces of this. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So you could make two cards from one, and you don't have to stick to green leaves and, you know, pink flowers as such. You can basically use any colour you like. There we go. Let's clean that off. There we go. Right, so then what I'm going to do is move this piercing mat, the stamping mat, out of the way, and I'm going to carefully cut the leaves off this one, trying to make sure I follow the lines so that when I put them back together it will make sense and it won't look like I've just mishmashed them together. So that's those two. Oh, one more. There we go, that's them. So I'm going to keep them for another day, or I might make one after I finish filming. So again, I'm going to go along the same sort of lines as I did on the other one, and I'm just going to cut them off. And I don't need those leaves, so I'm putting those in the pot for another day. And then another last one. So there we go. So then you end up with 3 little green bits and a spotty piece. Please excuse if you can hear any noise. That's children outside because I've got the window open because it's warm. Right, let me move some bits and pieces out of my way I don't need yet. I have a piece of the square vellum doily. They're in the main catalogue. A small scrap piece of pale papaya. This one is Pear Pizzazz, sorry. This paper's Pear Pizzazz and this one's Pale Papaya. So I've got a card base in Pale Papaya. I don't need that for a second. And then I have the musical notes die 3D folder. So I'm just going to emboss this one, and I will be back with you. So There we go. You can see how it imprints the musical notes on there. So I'm going to grab my very scrappy, well used piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to take soft sea foam, and I just want to define the musical notes a little bit more. So I'm just going to gently, it will look dark, but as it dries it will lighten, like so. So I'm going to set that aside for now to dry. You can use any colour, you could even use Pear Pizzazz to do it, the same as the piece, but I don't have Pear Pizzazz ink pad, otherwise I probably would have used it. Okay, so then we are going to get our vellum, and the idea is that the vellum is going to go that way, and then as you can see you're going to put, nope, it's not like that. It's more, oh no, it is like that. So then these are going to go here. Ooh. Here. And one's going to go there. And when you put it all back together, it looks like one piece. So just like paper piecing, because you're making up the picture by using pieces. I did cut out lots of other pieces, but I didn't end up using them. And like I say, you can always keep these pieces and use them for another card, a scrappy card or whatever you would like. So the other thing I'm going to do with this, while it's drying, I'm going to grab my brush and some soft succulent. I'm just going to soften the edges. I like to blend the edges of my cards so they don't look so stark. My favourites are vintagey cards, so, or grungy cards. Like so, one more side. There we go. Right, let me see if I can make it work now. Is that the right way up? Let me check. Yes, that's the right way up. I wouldn't like the music to be upside down, but I can't read music, so I wouldn't know. Okay, so that's that job done. Don't need that scrappy paper. Okay, dokie. So we're going to take 2 small strips of ribbon. It doesn't matter about the length, really, just long enough so that you can make a couple of little tails, like so. And we are going to point the ends, oh, like so, and fold the other one. There you go, the other end of that one's already done. Okay, so then we have a small piece of scrap, and I am going to use the congratulations that is in here. It's nice. Oh, it's already out. Okay, so I'm going to use Evening Evergreen again. Lots of greens, but all the greens seem to go together, so it doesn't really matter. I am then going to try and get it as straight as possible on my stamp, my paper, cardstock even. And then I'm going to trim each end a bit further away from the word, because I'm going to make the ends look like a little flag. So you just cut in from the end, and then you go to the corner and cut to the end of where you've snipped. Again on the other side, and you end up with a little flag. To finish this off, I have my pale papaya pen that matches the cardstock I've used. And all I'm going to do is just go around the very edge with the pen, not waiting too long in one spot because it'll cause a little leakage blob. Take it from me, I did it already. Like so, and it just sort of gives it a bit of a frame on it then. Right, let's put that away. So that's that ready as well. Okay, and we're about ready to assemble, I think. Okay, so let's put that away because we don't need that now. So I need some glue. No, I don't. I need a piece of tear and tape and some dimensionalies. Where's my tear and tape gone? Well, do you know what? I'm always losing things. Every time I do a video, I get everything out ready, but actually lose it halfway through. So, because you're not going to see this, because the flower will be on the card, I'm going to put a piece of double-sided tape up here. Now, if you've not long inked it, it doesn't stick very well to the wet surface. So, ideally, you want to let it dry for a bit. Yeah, again, this is... Oh, I think we got it. Have we got it? Yeah, we got it. Put the point cover back on. So then you're going to take your doily and you're going to work out roughly where you want it. So it's even from both sides, but also slightly more to the top because we're going to put our little sentiment here. Then when you're going to put your flowers on, you can use because obviously the sticky will stick through a little bit on the vellum. You can use that to hold it for a minute because you need to work out where you're going to put these pieces, because you need to make sure you don't put dimensionals in the way. So that's that one, and then that one's going to go down there. Okay, so that's going to go there. So we need our little dimensionals. Now I've used the very edge and trimmed it to make bigger pieces. So we're going to have one tail up here, so I'm going to put a piece there and a piece over there. So you've got plenty to go in there and to go in there, so I need a little bit on this tail piece there, and on the flower, say about there. Got that wrong. Move over a bit. The other thing you could do is actually stick these on before you put the flowers down. So work out where the flower's going to go. And then that's going to go there. And this one is going to go there. So clamping them, sort of leaving them in the right sort of spot. And then I am going to use a glue dot. I have ordered some Stampin' Up ones, but obviously they have not arrived yet, so I'm using some not so great ones, I have to say. So I'm going to put that there. I think that was about right. Let's have a look, because you do have room with these glue dots. Yeah, I think that will work. And this one is going to go where it is. So we're going to grab a glue dot. These glue dots are just basically just too big, really, and I wanted to use them up, but before I bought any more, but they're just too big. They just get in the way. Okay, so that's going to go like that. So then we're going to put some dimensionals onto our leaves. So I'm just going to trim the edge a bit more because I like to use up every little piece of my dimensionals. That's too big for there, so that can go there. That can go there. Is that still too big? Yep. So that one can go on there. Let's get a little one. And when you put these on, it also helps to keep the leaves down as well. Let's just take these off. Okay. So I'm going to place that on there. Then I'm going to take my leaves. And you've always got the picture on the box to give you an idea of where the leaves came from. So you try and get the papers to sort of meet. If you can see what I mean, they meet at the same level because they're both on dimensionals. Then we've got the bigger one. And I keep these together because then it makes lining them up easier as well. So then we're going to pop that. So I'm trying to get the lines in the right place. Sticking to the vellum before I've had a chance to line it up. Is that right? Okay, we will get there in a second, I promise. I'm just really fussy, so it has to be in the right place. And then we have one more, and with this one I always seem to have a little tail here, so I'm just going to trim that off and pop 2 dimensionals on it because it looks like it's going to be on top of the ribbon, but I really want it to be flat, so I may have to stick the ribbon down a bit more. Okay, that one's going to go there. Yeah, see, it's sticking up a little bit because it's on the ribbon. There we go. So far so good. Then we're going to pop a couple of little, well, three mini dimensionals on the back of, oh, well, it would help if I got it in the right place, wouldn't it? That's that. Let me just move this one over a little bit. So you have a little, you know, you do have a few seconds to take it back off and realign it, because you don't want to be seeing your dimensionals. So I'm going to put that on that side like that. Let's get rid of these into my little bin. So that's that. Then we have our card base, and I'm just going to use my bone folder to, it helps it hold it flat. This is then going to go on here. The other thing I'm going to do is take my Pale Papaya pen on the small end, and I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm not colouring within the lines, I'm not doing anything specific, I'm just giving the centres a little bit of a different shading to the rest. like so. Now you could put gems in the middle of the flowers. It's up to you. I'm not doing that on this one. So right, let's get me glue. Now I need the glue. Put some glue all over the back, and then line it up nicely so you've got an even border all the way around. Give it a good press down. Then you want your gems, and I'm going to put a big green there, a little one there with a, so it's a soft succulent one and an evening evergreen. This one is evening evergreen, so over here I'm going to put a soft succulent, and there you go. That's the front of the card. For the inside, I don't bother to line it if I don't line it if it's a pale cardstock. I will just leave it like that. Congratulations. Maybe we'll just put a floral inside, because congratulations kind of says it all on the front. So I'm going to use soft succulent because I want it. Oh, actually, I'm going to use pale papaya, the same colour as the card. And I'm going to grab my piece of scrap paper again, because I'm probably going to go off the page. And then if you feel like you're going to have an overlap on the other side of the card like this, just put a piece of paper in the way, so when you go to press down, should have put my board underneath, but you've just got a nice little area in the corner. And then I'm going to do the top corner as well, like so. So it just gives the inside a nice thing. So congratulations, it could be on your wedding day or anything. So I'm going to leave the inside blank on this one. So there you go. Have a go if you have a go and you want to show it off, because you know we like to see all your creations. Pop over to Woo's Creators Corner on Facebook or Woo's Creations and give us a follow and a like. And I'm very happy for people to post their cards on there to show us what they've been making. If you've been inspired by me. Also on YouTube, if you could possibly give me a subscribe, that would be totally awesome. And then if you click the bell, you can choose all, and that means that any videos I put on, you will see if they're premiered or if I've just scheduled one. It will notify you that I've uploaded another video. If you don't have a demo and you'd like a catalogue, just give me a message. You can do it on Facebook, or if you email Woo's Creations 2020, all small letters, at gmail.com and request. As long as you live within the UK, Germany, Netherlands, I can't remember, France. I'm going to have to write a little note to myself with it on the side here so that I can see them all. But yeah, just give me a message and I can certainly I can find out whether I can send it to you or not. But if you're within the UK, I can definitely send you one. And we also have a new mini catalogue and a celebration catalogue out as well at the moment. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.